Hello, my beautiful Scorpio soul. I'm Selena Hart, your devoted celestial mirror and voice of the stars. And today, June 28th, 2025, I invite you to take a deep breath and step with me into a moment of profound transformation. This isn't just another date on the calendar. It's a cosmic threshold pulsing with intensity, insight, and sacred truth. As Mercury forms a rare and powerful opposition to Pluto, the undercurrents of your inner world begin to rise to the surface. Hidden emotions, unspoken thoughts, and old fears you've tucked away may gently or abruptly demand to be seen. But don't be afraid, Scorpio. This is your realm. You were born to move through the shadows with grace and emerge stronger, wiser, and more whole than before. At the same time, Mercury also forms a soothing trine with Neptune, bathing the day in a soft, intuitive light that whispers healing and inspiration. This rare duality, raw truth and dreamy clarity, asks you not to force your way through, but to open, soften, and listen. The day is not about fixing, it's about feeling. And in feeling fully, you begin to remember the sacred power that's always been yours. Let's begin. And as the stars guide you forward, Scorpio, their messages today are intimate and undeniable. With Mercury opposing Pluto, deep truths are surfacing. Old thoughts, buried emotions, and mental patterns you've long avoided may demand your attention. It might feel like you're trapped in loops of overthinking or past pain, but this is not a prison. It's an invitation. You're being shown what needs to be released so you can reclaim your power. Thankfully, Mercury's trine to Neptune brings a wave of compassion and intuitive clarity. You don't need all the answers today. You just need to trust the quiet wisdom within, to soften where you've been hard on yourself, and to let your inner knowing guide the way. This isn't a time to do it all alone. Let others in, especially those who truly see you. Real strength isn't about isolation. It's about choosing your circle wisely and allowing support where your energy is respected. And most of all, Scorpio, something is ready to transform. With Pluto activated and the Leo moon asking you to step into visibility, you are being called to release an old identity, fear, or story that no longer fits. This is not an ending, it's a sacred rebirth. Let it happen. When it comes to money and fortune today, Scorpio, the skies are asking for depth, honesty, and discernment. With Mercury in opposition to Pluto, your financial mindset is under cosmic review. Are you spending or withholding out of fear? Are your choices around money rooted in scarcity, or are they tied to a need for control or validation? These questions may rise quietly but intensely, nudging you to re-examine what abundance truly means for you. This isn't the time for blind trust or rushed decisions. If you're considering an investment, signing a contract, or entering a financial agreement, take your time. Pluto often hides the fine print, and what looks promising on the surface may carry deeper complexities. Investigate, ask questions, let your intuition filter through the noise. Still, the energy of this day isn't just about caution, it's about strategic empowerment. Mercury's connection to Neptune opens the door to inspired collaboration. If you're willing to share your knowledge and work alongside those who align with your values, financial opportunities may appear in unexpected, synchronistic ways. You're not meant to carry every burden alone. Teamwork could be the key to unlocking new sources of stability. Your lucky numbers for today are 9, 14, 27, 33, 41, and 58. Let them serve as reminders that when your mind is clear and your energy is focused, the universe responds in kind. In your professional life today, Scorpio, the cosmos is primed for strategy, vision, and depth. With Mercury forming a gentle trine to Neptune, this is an ideal moment to dive into creative planning, research, or soul-led writing. Your imagination is vivid, your insight sharp, and if you allow yourself the space to explore ideas freely, something truly inspired can emerge. At the same time, Mercury's opposition to Pluto adds a layer of intensity beneath the surface. Conversations or dynamics in the workplace may carry hidden power plays or unspoken agendas. This is not the day to rush into major decisions, especially in environments where politics, contracts, or control are at play. Listen closely, not just to what is said, but to what's unsaid. Pay attention to body language, subtle shifts in tone, and the spaces between words. Trust your instincts. You'll sense who's being genuine and who may be withholding. Don't feel pressure to act quickly. Instead, observe, assess, and let your intuition guide your timing. Sometimes stillness is the most strategic move you can make. Let your presence speak volumes, quiet, composed, and aware. You're not here to force anything. You're here to build with purpose. In matters of the heart today, Scorpio, the skies bring both tenderness and tension. With the moon in Leo squaring Venus, emotional sensitivity runs high and you may find yourself more reactive than usual. Small misunderstandings can feel magnified. You might sense a gap between how much you're giving and how much you're receiving, or feel unseen in your vulnerability. Ego and affection may wrestle quietly within you, especially if you're craving validation or deeper emotional closeness. But there is grace in this moment too. The Mercury-Neptune trine softens the sharp edges and opens a sacred doorway for soulful communication. If you choose to speak not from reaction, but from presence, from the quiet place beneath your defenses, you may uncover a level of intimacy that words alone cannot create. Today isn't about proving a point. It's about letting your heart speak gently, even if the words are few. If you're single, this aspect can amplify romantic longing or daydreaming. Let yourself dream, but stay grounded in discernment. There's a fine line between intuitive attraction and illusion, and your Scorpio instincts know the difference if you trust them. If you're in a relationship, avoid quick, cutting remarks or emotional withdrawal. This is a time to write what you feel, to leave a voice note, or simply to sit with your partner and speak from the heart. Not to win, but to connect. Healing happens when both hearts feel safe. And today, that safety can begin with you. When it comes to your well-being today, Scorpio, the cosmos is urging you to tend gently to your inner world. With the moon in Leo stirring strong emotional waves and Mercury opposing Pluto, your nervous system may feel overstimulated, especially if you're trying to process too much at once. Racing thoughts, restlessness, or difficulty sleeping may be signs that your mind is holding on to more than it can carry. This is a powerful day to slow down and clear space, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Avoid overstimulation tonight. Minimize screen time, caffeine, or intense conversations. Instead, try journaling your thoughts, meditating with soft music, or expressing your emotions creatively through writing, art, or simply speaking them aloud to yourself. Let the pressure find release in conscious, quiet ways. With Mercury, trine, Neptune, healing through water becomes especially potent. The Queen of Cups within you is asking for calm, so honor her. Take a warm bath, sit by the sea or a river if you can, soak your feet, or simply hydrate with care and intention. Water isn't just a physical remedy, it's emotional medicine today, helping you return to your natural rhythm. In the realm of family and close relationships, Scorpio, today's cosmic landscape invites quiet healing and emotional reconciliation. With Mercury in opposition to Pluto, past connections may resurface, either through a message, a memory, or a sudden wave of emotion. You might find yourself thinking of someone you haven't spoken to in a long time, or unexpectedly faced with a chance to reopen a once closed chapter. This is not a coincidence. The universe is offering you an opportunity not to rewrite the past, but to release its hold on you. Whether the other person is present or distant, this is a moment to let forgiveness take root, even in silence. Speak not to prove a point, but to bring peace. The Neptune trine softens communication today, making it easier to share what's been sitting in your heart without defensiveness or blame. Approach these conversations not as a warrior seeking victory, but as a healer seeking understanding. The energy of softness, Scorpio, is not weakness. It is your strength in disguise. When you lead with compassion, especially in the space of old wounds, you transform not only the relationship, but your own spirit. Energetically, Scorpio, June 28th, calls for connection with those who truly understand your emotional depth. With Mercury opposite Pluto, your sensitivity is heightened, and you may feel more protective of your truth. That's why compatibility today depends on presence, not pressure. You'll feel most at ease with Cancer, Pisces, and Virgo signs who listen deeply and offer steady, empathetic energy. These relationships bring grounding and emotional support without demanding you change. Be cautious though with Leo and Aquarius. The moon in Leo can stir pride or the need to be right, while Aquarius may feel too emotionally distant. Misunderstandings can flare if there's stubbornness or a lack of compassion. Choose to engage with those who honor your emotional world without trying to control it. That's where peace finds you. To support your emotional clarity and balance today, Scorpio, the color lavender purple becomes a quiet yet powerful ally. With the moon in Leo squaring Venus and Mercury in tense alignment with Pluto, emotional highs and lows may come in waves. Lavender offers an energetic balm, a hue that speaks of softness, stillness, and sacred self-expression. Wearing or surrounding yourself with this color can help ease mental overwhelm, soothe your nervous system, and reconnect you with the intuitive flow brought by Mercury, trine, Neptune. It's not just a color, it's a frequency of calm creativity, perfect for a day when you're being asked to feel deeply and express gently. Let lavender purple be your reminder that healing doesn't always roar, sometimes it whispers. To close this powerful day, Scorpio, anchor yourself in an affirmation that reflects the soul work you're being called into under these potent skies. With Mercury opposing Pluto, truth emerges, not to wound, but to awaken. And with Neptune's gentle trine, you're reminded that even the deepest emotions can be met with grace. Let this be your mantra. I embrace the truth with compassion. I open to my emotions, but they do not control me. My rebirth begins within. Repeat it when your thoughts spiral or when your heart feels raw. Let it bring you back to center. This is not a day of escaping feeling. It is a day of transforming through it. And you, Scorpio, are made for this kind of alchemy. Trust your timing. Trust your becoming. And so, my dear Scorpio, as today's energy stirs both truth and tenderness within you, remember this: you're not lost in the depth. You're rising through it. The cosmos isn't here to overwhelm you, but to help you release what no longer serves and return to the strength of your own soul. I'm Selena Hart, and it's always an honor to guide you. If something within you shifted today, trust it. You're not meant to rush. You're meant to feel, to soften, and to rise. Until next time, stay close to your truth and keep shining from within.